This is a video that I knew I was going to have to make at some point. I didn't know when that was going to be, but as this year started to kind of go along, I knew it was coming up with everything that's been happening and kind of all the changes that have been occurring recently too. So I'm going to try to talk about some of those things, kind of give some reasons as to why I'm moving away from the game and basically just doing other things with my life. I know I'm on my life, but that's bad pun, but still moving on to other things. So the title is quitting Wizard101. Like, am I quitting? And the short answer is yes, I am quitting in a way. That doesn't mean that this is going to be my last Wizard video ever and I'm completely gone. You're never going to hear from me again. It's not that kind of quitting. I'm basically just quitting doing my normal daily videos that you would see and like the walkthroughs and stuff like that. And I'm only going to be doing videos on things that I find interesting in the game, maybe some ideas, and definitely only when there's actual updates to the game. Like I did the Hyper Elixir thing that came out. I think it's still in the game. Like, what even is this? Is this still the Hyper Elixir? I thought it was just the weekend, but I guess it's still going. Okay, yeah, they still have this up here. So they have this, and is this the same? Yeah, it must be the same. They have that. They also added in the new, more expensive elixirs. So I did a video on the Hyper Elixir. They came out with the other elixirs later, but they're basically just the 3-hour versions of the other ones. I think they're 3 hours, right? Major. It doesn't say. I swore it said when I was looking at it earlier, but these are 3 hours, and the other ones are like an hour or so. But 2,000 crowns for this thing? I mean, it is cheaper if you like were to buy 3 of these, but man, there's some expensive potions in the crown shop now. I'm not going to do a video on this, but yeah, this does exist. And basically just more expensive potions that we have now. So I did a video on the Hyper Elixir, and that video did pretty well. People like that. So I just like talking about updates to the game, and of course showing updates when they actually happen. And that is pretty rare for Wizard101. We only really get probably 3 updates per year, if that. Some of the updates are smaller. I don't consider a new pack in the crown shop to be an update. I'm talking the updates that we get in the spring, summer, and then, of course, at the end of the year in fall, whenever that is. So basically 3 updates per year. 3 updates that have test ROMs. And like those are the actual major updates. So we're probably getting one soon, this spring, maybe next month or so. And we'll get one over the summer, and then, of course, we'll get like whatever the big update in the fall is, but that's kind of it. And for my channel in the past, I would have to kind of fill in that time when there's not an update, when nothing's really happening, with questing, like the walkthroughs, or just other content, other games, or just anything I can kind of like come up with to kind of bridge the gap between updates. And I'm at the point where I don't feel like doing that anymore. That's why I've quit all the walkthroughs. I don't think I can bring myself to doing the walkthroughs anymore. So the characters that wherever they are in the walkthroughs on the last episode, I know the death walkthrough, we haven't done that since Halloween. That walkthrough is, I don't think I can bring myself to go to Azteca again and do that. So I'm sorry to the people that enjoyed those walkthroughs, but those are the one thing that I feel a little bad about, but I mean, things just happen, and I don't see those continuing. Even the ones where I'm pretty close, like on my life right now, we're getting pretty close to the end, but I just don't feel like going through the husk and finishing up the Storm Titan. Like the Storm Titan to me just is not a fun fight. I don't know why it has to be the way it is. I know it's like with the strategy it's not too bad, but I just don't feel like doing it. I just don't feel like questing my characters through the Storm Titan and finishing that to complete Imperia. I already did it in Test Realm, and I have 2 characters that are pretty close to finishing it. I'm just gonna wait, you know? Some people waited at Medulla for the longest time and didn't do it until they had to. I might be one of those people with the Storm Titan. I just don't feel like I want to do it. So that's kind of where I'm at on finishing up my level 129 characters. So walkthroughs are just kind of over for right now. I don't know when that's going to continue, if it's going to continue. And I wanted to make sure that people knew that, because people still go on the videos and ask when I'm going to continue this walkthrough or that walkthrough. So one of the other reasons for me stopping walkthroughs is that Tara has completely quit playing the game. She has stopped streaming, stopped, just logging on in general. And that also affects the walkthroughs, because some of the walkthroughs I would do with her, and since she's basically quit, I can't do that. So that's kind of another reason. That's not the full reason, but that's also one of the other reasons. I mean, the other two walkthroughs I basically do on stream, or I could do on stream, and I don't even feel like streaming it. So that's all that together kind of led to the walkthroughs not continuing, which also adds to me not doing like content in between like the new updates whenever they have that. So that's kind of where I'm at with the walkthroughs and everything. And I knew people, I don't know if people wanted to hear that, but that is the truth in all those walkthroughs and all the videos that's come from that. I know walkthroughs are a big thing on the channel, but I'm just kind of over going through the same worlds. And I know Imperia is new to me, but I still didn't test ROM, and yeah, just not super motivated to do it. So that's kind of the reason why. But the other thing, in terms of just talking about updates for Wizard101, the only updates that we've gotten this year so far have been crown jump updates. Every single update, unless it's like some really small tweaks, basically has been a crown jump update. And that kind of makes me not want to, cover anything, because it's all we've gotten this whole year. I feel like that's what usually happens, but this year especially, I just see that I'm just like, man, I really don't even want to like play or do anything, because we've gotten the Nimbari Horde Pack, we've gotten the Bubbler, didn't even do a video on that. We had the Friendship Table, and we had the Elixirs, we had the Crown Shop Rewards Weekends, and that's pretty much it. Like, that's pretty much the updates that we've gotten this year. And it's nothing crazy. That's why I'm not even buying a membership right now, because I don't need it. I don't need to go and do anything that involves a membership. Especially when the only thing that we're getting this whole year so far is Crown Shop stuff. So it's an update, but in order to experience the update, you have to spend crowns. And that's not super fun, I feel like, for people. So that's why I didn't cover all of it. I covered the interesting things, but that's all we've gotten. So since we're not getting too many updates, I'm like, you know what? Why don't I just only post a video when there's something that's actually like substantial content for me, or something I just want to talk about? And that's what I've been doing. And that's kind of what this is. And that's what this channel is going to turn into. It is going to only be Wiz, because I know people don't like when I post other things. I seriously tried to post other games, and people would get like kind of like super mad at me in the comments for not posting Wizard101. They would be like, oh, you're abandoning the game, or oh, you got to stick to your roots and all this stuff. Even though my roots in this game has been over 6 years posting. I mean, okay, I guess that makes sense, right? But people get like mad about that, and kind of made me realize, like, do I really want to make Wizard videos for people that don't really seem to watch for just me? They just watch for the game. Because if my video says Wizard101, people will click on it. Yeah, you could argue, oh, your channel is Wizard101, so it makes sense. But why does that mean that I have to be stuck playing Wizard101 for the rest of my life? Like, I play other games, and if you only play Wizard101, then I feel like you're kind of limiting yourself on the other games out there anyway. So that's kind of my reasoning on that. But I understand this channel is Wizard101. My channel name is literally BlazeLifehammer, which is the name of my character, my main character. And it makes sense. But that was, 6 years ago. This channel I made in 2013, I think, or 2012. It's around 6 years. And that's a long time. If you think about that, I'm 24. And some people would say 24 is too old to play this game. Yeah, it is a kid's game, but a lot of adults actually play this game. That argument doesn't really work anymore, because even if you were a kid when you first started playing this game, like 10 years ago, you'd be a teenager or an adult by now, because the game's been out for 10 years. You can't really say a game is for children when it's been out for 10 years, because how many children's games last for 10 years? That's crazy. The kids that play the game in the beginning are not kids anymore. They're going to be teenagers, or maybe even young adults. And that's definitely me. I started this game as a teenager, and now I'm, an adult, a young adult, I guess. I don't know. But people grow up with the game. And that's kind of what's happened with this game. So that's pretty crazy to think about. I was going to make a video saying that Wizard101 is not a children's game anymore. Even though it's based on that, it's become something that's way further than being a kid-friendly game. Even though it still tries to be, but I feel like it's just not the main audience. I was gonna make a video like that. I might still do it, but I don't know. That's just my feelings towards the game now, is that it's changed a lot. And it's definitely grown to be more mature, especially towards the end game. Because kids are not going to be making it to Imperia, probably. Maybe. But probably not. So, that was kind of my thought process on all of that. And maybe I'll still make that video. I don't know. But that's where I'm at. And since I've been, playing this game for so long, I have, of course, been doing real life things while posting these videos. Throughout the course of me posting wizard videos on this channel, I have graduated college. Actually, I graduated high school too, because early on, when I started this channel, I was in high school. So I graduated high school. I went through college. Took me 5 years, because I also had community college in there. So I had that. Graduated college. I graduated college last year. And what I decided to do at that point was try to do this channel full time without any other commitments and see what happens. And it was pretty good. Last year, 2018, was the best year for my channel. Some people might think like, oh, your channel has been dying or whatever. But 2018 was the best year for my channel. Even though it was not the best year for Wizard101. Because, I don't know what the best year for Wizard101 was. When they had like tons of players, tons of updates. It was probably like early in maybe 2012 or 2013. But this was still the best year for this channel. And we had a lot of people come in. Not too many people subscribe anymore, but people still watch. The people that are subscribed still watch my videos, still click on them. And that's awesome. So what I'm saying is I could continue Wizard101 on this channel if I wanted to. But it's kind of getting to the point where I don't really want to. Because I could, do what I did last year, where I post a wizard video pretty much every day. And, just keep doing that. But it's like, do I really want to do that? How many years do I want to keep doing that? How many years do I want to keep doing YouTube with this game? So I decided recently that I would use my degree and start looking for a job. And I've actually found one. And I'm going to be starting that soon. So it's like kind of at the point where I should start pulling back on Wizard101 videos and just this channel, which I've already been doing. So that's kind of what's going to happen. Real life is kind of taking priority over this. I really enjoyed all the videos that I posted, all the walkthroughs. They're all going to be there. This channel is going to continue. This isn't going to be the last video on this channel either. I'm going to be continuing posting just in whatever free time I have. But it's still going to be normal videos just on things that I want to post. So it's not going to be a video every day. No way. It's going to be videos whenever I feel like it, and they're going to be on relevant things to this game. I'm probably not going to post other games anymore. So that is where I'm at. I hope you guys can kind of understand that. But yeah, it's just the way of the world. Like, it's just the way of me kind of like growing up, finding out like what I actually want to do. I never thought that I would do YouTube forever. There's no way. There's no way I could do YouTube forever. Maybe if I was able to find another game and kind of latch onto that and then have an audience for it, maybe. But then you got to think like, okay, is that still like your passion to do that? I still like Wizard101. I still really like the game a lot. And I have a lot of memories in this game. And I really enjoy updates to the game. But just like right now, when there's nothing happening, when there's only Crown Shop updates and stuff, it's okay for, me to not want to post it because I've already played everything. The only thing I haven't played is the end of Imperia Part 2, but I basically did that in test realm. So at the point where I'm like, I'll come back when there's something interesting for me to cover. And that's what this channel is going to become. So I hope you guys are okay with that. But yeah, don't want to drag this out too long. Basically say what I wanted to. And I'm interested to see your guys' thoughts on that in the comments. But I am quitting in a way. But you'll still see videos from me occasionally. I'm guessing we're getting a spring test realm in April, I would say. That's usually the month that they go ahead and drop a test realm. So And it seems like it's going to be the remastered streets and maybe some other like smaller things, some quality of life things. Who knows? But I'm sure we'll get something like that. And if it's the remastered streets, I'm definitely going to do videos looking through all of them and exploring it, because that's fun to see how they changed all the streets that have been like that for 10 years. So I'm excited for that. But yeah, that's going to do it for me. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please show support on it. And basically, I'm going to say that for every video because I'm not posting that often. So if you could show support on the videos that I do post, that would be awesome. So let's see how many likes we can get on this video. On my last one, we got like 600. So let's see if we can get like 500 on this. Just because, you know, I just want to see people's responses. I like seeing the comments. I read all the comments. And yeah, just show your support for the videos that I do post now. So that'd be awesome. But thank you guys so much. I'll see you all next time.